Impact, the most important part of your golf swing. The golf ball doesn't know what the rest of your swing looks like. It only knows the collision, the path, the club face and the strike location, and the angle of attack that you present at impact. So impact, ultimately, is the most important part of your golf swing. And if you have a good impact, but the rest of your swing isn't good, you will play great golf. Keep watching to learn how to develop, manage, and achieve a great impact more often than not. Hi everyone, Alistair Davies here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you for tuning in today. Today we're looking at impact, the moment of truth, the only part of the golf swing that really matters according to science. But however, I am much more about more than that. I love golf swings. I love to have golf swings that are effective. I love to have golf swings that don't allow compensations to happen in the golf swing. But impact really is where it all really boils down to. So today I want to share with you a couple of things that are going to allow you to develop and maintain and improve your current impact to make you play better straight away. In doing this drill exercise, even the concepts of it are going to allow you to produce better impact positions straight after this video. So in other words, make you play better golf straight away with no necessarily hard work or graft. So if you are new to the channel, please follow or subscribe. I post 3 videos a week on a variety of subjects, all designed to lower your scores. Also during the video, if you are enjoying it, please click like and also comment. Both those things really help the algorithms that help my channel, and I need your help. So keep watching to learn about the impact. So as we said in the introduction there, we're looking really at how we can achieve a better impact straight away, no matter what our golf swing looks like. So the better our backswing is, the better our downswing is, the better our impact is naturally. I am not saying that's not true. And I am a huge advocate of getting the right kind of moves, balances, matchups to achieve successful golf. But if you can start to get the correct impact, you're going to start to hit better shots no matter what else is going on. So quite simply, I've got a very simple station set up here. And if I take my address position to that ball, you'll notice this yellow rod here is pretty much opposite my lead thigh, or lead quad, and lead foot. It's just probably in the instep to my lead foot if I flare my foot out, which I'd want you to have. So, and I've got a 7-iron in my hand here. So if you imagine if I put the handle forward to that yellow rod, there's quite a significant amount of shaft lean. Now, the best players in the world have 11 degrees of shaft lean with a mid-iron at impact. Most golfers I would test in my studio using videos, not quite 3D, would be probably about 0 to 4 degrees. And even some of them have what I would call a negative shaft lean, where it's actually leaning back the opposite way. You might say that's a positive lean rather than negative, but you understand what I'm trying to say. So sometimes this is caused by the concept of trying to get that golf ball up in the air. Certainly more that way for beginners than it is for experienced golfers. And sometimes, as we've said just now, it's caused by the backswing and the downswing. It's a compensation to get the ball in the air and to achieve straightness. If I am kind of over the top, I will definitely flick at it more to try and get the ball on target, to add loft and close the face. That becomes a natural instinct to do. However, we do not want to do that. If we're looking to compress the golf ball, we're looking to feel that this club is more de-lofted, the handle's more forward, and when we have the handle more forward, we're making sure obviously we don't leave the face open. So we're rotating or supinating the forearm, we're rotating and supinating the lead wrist, and we're pronating the rear arm. So we're trying to make sure we get that shaft leaning forward, de-lofting, and hitting slightly down on the golf ball in an ideal world. So what I want you to do is set up the golf ball with this station in mind. I want you to swing back just halfway, practice coming down, getting your lead hand on top of that yellow rod and trying to feel that your kind of zip of your trousers is also pointing to that lead rod here, this yellow rod, and making sure that our legs are no closer to the yellow rod either. So if I went closer to the yellow rod, that's not what I want. I'm looking to rotate round the corner with lean and de-lofting the club. So feeling the top edge of that club is de-lofting as well. So we're de-lofting and rotating. We're keeping it square, we're not closing the face. At the point of contact, the face should be ever so slightly open. And then during separation of the ball, the face then would be more square. So there's a slight rotation through that impact interval, as we would call it. Don't necessarily have to worry about that too much. Most of you wouldn't have normally felt the amount of rotation we need to do this, the amount of lean we need to do this, and the pressure on the lead foot that is achieved from doing this. Those are the key things I want you to get from this video. As a way of assessing where you are and a way of assessing where you should be, and then there's a hitting drill we're going to do. So the hitting drill is, again, taking your setup, going into set position. So there's a forward pressure shift. The trail leg is rotating inward. The trail knee is working inward. Okay. The lead leg is straightening a bit and rotating. The pressure is about 80% on that lead foot. The hands are forward close to this yellow rod. My head is still on the ball line, if it can be. The club feels a bit de-lofted. Then from there, what we're going to try and do is swing back and punch the ball away. And we're looking for that kind of divoty, pressured, little punchy swing. Now, what I'm trying to get you to feel from this is the pressure on the ball that you achieve, the downward angle attack you achieve, the low ball flight that you achieve. We're not after distance. We're after feeling the body change, the pressure, the movements in order to produce low, penetrating, launching shots. Now, the overall height will be quite high. Tour pros average 90 feet in height. Most golfers who come into my studio when I put them on TrackMan say I hit the ball quite high, and when we look at their footage of height, most of them are lower than tour players. But most of them have a higher launch than tour players because they're adding loft to contact through casting, through scooping, through not transferring the pressure, not opening up the body, but the overall height is not as far because the speed isn't as much and the backspin on the ball isn't as much. So therefore the ball launches high and comes down at a lower apex. Once you've done a few reps of doing that punchy drill, then what you would do is put that into rehearsal, a bit like a Matthew Wolff. So I'm going to put the ball now on the ground. This might just become slightly in the way now because I've got to avoid that divot. Let's just take the stick out. So what I'd want to do now is take my setup the same way, swing back halfway, rehearse trying to get into the same positions. Once I've rehearsed getting the same positions, try and feel I'm going to produce it on the shot. Pretty pleased with the shot. They're really straight, a little divot, not as much a divot as the first one, where I was really trying to have that preset position and go. But I would assure you, the more you do the preset drill, the more you'll get that ball and turf contact straight after. So this exercise will help you hit better quality shots, lower launch shots, longer shots, more consistent control of the club face through the ball, as well as just play better golf. So there you have it. Hope you've enjoyed this take on trying to create the correct impact without necessarily changing your golf swing through some conceptual change, hopefully some mirroring work you can do in the garden or even in the house if you can use something similar to the yellow rod in order to achieve better rotations, better pressure, better shaft lean, better compression of the ball through a better club face position to play better golf. If you have enjoyed it, please click like and share the video. Also, please chat down below, comment, request any videos, ask any questions. I welcome all those. And lastly, thank you for tuning in today. Really appreciate you joining me today. Hope it's improving your golf and I hope you're enjoying the videos. If you are, please make sure you follow and subscribe by hitting my logo down the bottom corner. So thanks for joining me again at the Forest of Arden. Hope to see you again here soon.